I'm Sarah Fogani with KENS 5 News Now. A dog attack ends with the death of a SAPD K-9 and 2 other dogs shot. Now an officer is on administrative duty. SAPD says the off-duty officer told them 3 of his neighbor's dogs broke through his backyard fence and attacked his K-9 around 12:30 Saturday afternoon at a home on Lands Point. The officer tried separating the dogs himself, and when he couldn't, he shot at the dogs several times. Police say 2 of his neighbor's dogs were shot along with his K-9. He rushed the dog to the vet. However, the K-9 died from its injuries. SAPD is now investigating, as well as Animal Care Services, who cited the neighbor for several violations. A woman runs over a man and kills him on the city's north side. Police say that woman is his neighbor. According to SAPD, the woman and man who live on Putnam Farm Street had been feuding for years. Around 2 this morning, police say the woman got in her car and ran over the neighbor. He died in the driveway across the street from her house. Police detained the woman, who will now likely face charges, and no word on what they were fighting over. Northside ISD is being sued by a woman who was shot by 2 district officers last October. That lawsuit alleges the officers resorted to the use of deadly force during an unwarranted stop. According to court documents, Marque Garcia was trying to go to a high school football game at the Ferris Athletic Complex when she was stopped by NISD officers Kyle Kennedy and Joseph Garcia. The lawsuit says Marque's husband is a coach in the district. The officers claim Marque was acting aggressively and drove towards one of the officers in a threatening way, and that's when he took out his gun and shot her once in the arm. The lawsuit claims the district enabled the situation when they hired Officer Kennedy despite, quote, numerous red flags from his prior job with Live Oak PD. The lawsuit states the woman suffered severe and permanent injuries. Huge teen house parties wreaking havoc across San Antonio. Neighbors telling us they're disturbing and dangerous. BCSO posted video on Facebook about busting a party in the Five Palms area where they say they found weapons and drugs. And over on the west side, a viewer shared video of another party being busted by SAPD Saturday night.
I heard them having sex back there. I heard them shooting guns. I heard them drugs. Hey, come hit this blunt. I heard all of that stuff.
The man says he did not see police arresting anyone. We checked with SAPD and we're still waiting to hear back. A tragic turn of events for a DPS trooper investigating a crash. Authorities say a car hit trooper Kevin Ramirez Vasquez while he was clearing that other accident scene. It happened in Ector County on September 17th. However, the 25-year-old trooper passed away in the hospital just this past Saturday. And police were called to what they thought was a shooting on San Antonio's west side, but when the victim was rushed to the hospital, doctors said he had been beaten with a baseball bat. All this happened Saturday night on Trinity Street. Police say someone had gone into the man's home and attacked him. That man is said to be in stable condition. No word on his attacker. Starting today, U.S. Senator Bernie Sanders and U.S. Representative Greg Casar are hosting multiple rallies across the I-35 corridor to register voters and get out the vote ahead of Election Day. Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez and former U.S. Rep. Beto O'Rourke will join Sanders and Casar on the road Tuesday and Wednesday. Today's rally happens at the Paper Tiger on North St. Mary's at 7 p.m. Some of the nation's most decorated veterans are in San Antonio this week, and that's because our city is hosting the Congressional Medal of Honor Convention, celebrating those who have received the nation's highest military award for valor. The Congressional Medal of Honor Society arrived at the airport to a hero's welcome. This is going to be the first gathering of living Medal of Honor recipients, their families, and widows of deceased recipients.
We're here to celebrate basically America in San Antonio, right? We're here to get out into the town, go meet everybody, and hopefully just make their days just a little bit better. That's what we're here for.
And this group of heroes will also be honoring their military brothers and sisters who have died in the last year. Well, it's not rodeo season, but today the San Antonio Stock Show and Rodeo is hosting one of the largest wine judging competitions in Texas. This is a look at the fun ahead of the 14th annual San Antonio Stock Show and Rodeo wine competition, which runs through Wednesday and features more than 1,000 entries from 340 wineries, including 282 Texas wines, 733 U.S. wines, and 289 international wines representing 13 countries. The top award-winning wines will be showcased at the 2025 San Antonio Stock Show and Rodeo in February. For today's forecast, Paul Mireles.
It's going to be a hot one. Matter of fact, about as hot as it gets for this time of the year. Record-setting heat, 97, lots of sunshine, and then once the sun goes down, because it's dry, it'll cool off.
And that's KINS 5 News Now. I'm Sarah Fergani.